So it's Q2, week 4, Thursday. Number 1 says, how many of the triangles to the left could fit in the rectangle below? So yesterday we found the area of the triangle, which was 218.5. So we have to find the area of this rectangle. Did I say rectangle? I meant triangle. So we have to find the area of this rectangle, which area is length times width. So I have 45 times 40, and I'm going to hang out the 0. 16, 17, 18. So I have 1,800. And if we had a label, it'd be like inches squared or feet squared or whatever that might be. To find out how many of those triangles can fit in here, I have to divide it by 218.5. You need to make sure you move the decimal place. Move the decimal place. So now I have 18,000 divided by 2,185. When I do my work, it goes in there 8.237. You don't want to have a partial triangle, so how many whole triangles can you fit? It would just be 8. Number 2, we have to solve 39 minus 7x equals negative 4 times, bless you, 7x plus 7 plus 4. Draw your line. Before you combine anything or do anything, you have to do the distributive property because you have to do the parentheses. So I'm going to take this negative 4 times a positive 7, which would become negative 28x. Then I do the negative 4 times a positive 7, which would be a negative 28. And remember, you're looking at this like a subtraction. A subtraction is also like saying it's negative. Bring down the plus 4. Oh, this is in parentheses. Can I take the parentheses away now since I've used the distributive property? Yes. And I'm writing everything else down. I have two things that are alike on this side because they don't have any variables. So what's a negative 28 and a positive 4? Negative 24. Bring down just the negative 28x. Negative 24, 39 minus 7x. It doesn't matter which way I move something, does it? I either need to have all my x's on this side and my numbers without variables on this side. Always get used to having your x on the left. So I'm going to move my 28x by adding the additive inverse, which would be a positive 28, positive 28. These cancel each other out. So a positive 28 and a negative 7 would become a positive what? 21x. On that same line, I'm going to move my 39. Negative 39, negative 39. They're both negative. So I add 24 and 39 and I get, what do I get? Only one person knows what we get when we add those. Negative 63. Then I need to divide by 21, divide by 21. So when I take 63 divided by 21, I get x equals a negative 3. How many of you got x equals negative 3? Okay, if you didn't, you need to be filling it out. And then please, if I asked you if you got the answer, could you please shout out what you're getting? Number 3, in the problem to the left, would a 15% off coupon or a 20% off coupon be a better deal? You actually had to go all the way back to Tuesday to figure out how much it cost for the tile, okay? And the tile was, well, let's see here, $153.60. Okay, so I'm going to take, how many of you actually took it with the added 5% sales tax? Okay, I will do it both ways. How many of you took it with the $153.60? Some of you didn't raise your hand. Let's try this again. How many of you did $153.60? Raise your hand. How many of you took it with the 7% sales tax, or 5% sales tax, which is $161.28? Raise your hand. Okay. So I'll do it this way first. So I take the $153.60 and I'm going to multiply it by what? If I have 15%, I multiply it by 0.15. 0, 30, 15, 16, 17, 18, 15, or 25, 26, 7. Add the 0. 0, 6, 3, 5, 1. Line them up and add them. 10, 8 plus 5 is 13, and I count my decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to add to my $153.60, I'm adding $23. Oh, I'm subtracting because it's a coupon, thank you. Make that all subtraction. $23.04. Borrow 6, 5, decimal point 0, 3, 1. So it'd be $130.56. Now, if 15% off is this, $23, and other option is $20 off, which one's a better deal? Do I have to do $153.60 minus 20? No, because 15% is $23.04. Isn't that a bigger amount off than $20? So 15% is the same. If you did it with the, what was it, $161, shouldn't it be the same way? Shouldn't 15% off be cheaper still? If not, let's figure it out.
I thought it said 20% off.
It said 15% off or a $20 off coupon.
Yeah.
Right there. Because obviously if it was 15% off or 20% off,
Yeah.
which one's better? 20% off. But that was a $20 off coupon. So when you guys found the percent of this one, see what we got, 10, 14. Please tell me if I'm doing my math wrong. I'm just trying to do it really fast. I have $24 and basically 19 cents. Isn't $24.19 more off than 20? Yeah. Number 4. How many of you got number 3 right? Excellent. Number 4. 4 minus 10x is greater than a negative 21. Draw my line. Box up this negative 10x. How do I get the 4 over that magical sign? Subtract, or it's adding the additive inverse, which would be a negative. These cancel each other out, so I'm left with the negative 10x is greater than negative 25. Then I'm going to do what? Divide by a negative 10, divide by a negative 10. So x, I'm not going to do anything with the sign right now. You can either say that's 2.5 or 2.5. Either way, I would count it right. Now, why didn't I tell you what I was going to do with the sign? Because I need to do what? Flip it. Go the other way. Because I'm dividing by a negative. How many of you got number 4 right? Including the sign. Yes, good job. Alright, number 5. Solve and graph the inequality on the number line. A negative 3W plus 1 is greater than or equal to a negative 8. Draw my line, box up my negative 3W, subtract 1 to both sides. So unless the negative 3W is greater than or equal to a negative 9. Divide by a negative 3, divide by a negative 3, W. Now, it's a positive 3. Oops, sorry guys. What am I going to do with my sign? Switch it because I'm dividing by a negative. So now it becomes W is less than or equal to 3. So to graph it, it is a filled in circle, and since it's less than, my arrow goes to the left. Number 6. John earns $180 per week plus $25 for each sale. Write an inequality to represent how many sales he needs to earn at least $500. So I make $180 per week plus $25 per sale. Do I know how many sales? No, it says I need to figure out how many sales, so that would be my X, or whatever letter you choose. And if I have to make at least that, it needs to be greater than or equal to 500. Do I have to solve? Nope. Nope, it just says write an inequality. So this is our inequality. 7, Arby's advertises $5 for 3 beef and cheddars sandwiches. How much is this per sandwich? I want you to write the word ratio and rate. That was just what we were working on yesterday. So it's always cost per item. So then it would be $5 for 3 sandwiches. So then I take my $5, divide it by 3. 3 goes into 5 one time. Thank you. And I have 2 left. Bring up my decimal. Bring down the 0. 3 goes into 26 times, which is 18. And what's going to keep happening? It's going to repeat the 6, right? So go 1 more, and then you round to the nearest cent. So it would be $1.67. That's a pretty cheap sandwich. 8. Based off the table below, how long will it take to mow 1 lawn? So again, we're trying to find the rate. And it should go, and then we want to know the rate, so it's going to be, I want you to write this, it's minutes per lawn. Can I take the 0 minutes and 0 lawns? Can I use that one? Can I use this one? So even though lawns is on the top, it's not lawns per minute, it's minutes per lawn. That's why minutes is on top. Because we want to know how long it will take to mow 1. So then I'm going to take 175 for 5 lawns, so 175 minutes for 5 lawns. I do that division, so I take 175 divided by 5, goes in there 3 times, 2 left. So it would be 35, and I want to label minutes per lawn. You have to have a label. Just like when we go over today's homework, you'll have to have that label. Go ahead and take a